Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin tonight with millions of Americans still out of work and millions of jobs that still need to be filled. President Biden said today the economy has a long way to go after a report showed only 266,000 new jobs were added in April. Now, economists had expected closer to 1 million. At the same time, the unemployment rate ticked up to 6.1%. But while the stock market took the news in stride with the Dow up 229 points to another record high, Republicans didn't. And tonight they're blaming President Biden for extending federal unemployment benefits they say are an incentive for workers to stay home, leaving bars, restaurants and other businesses struggling to hire. The White House says that's wrong, with the president calling the recovery a marathon, not a sprint, and his Treasury Secretary blaming irregular school schedules for keeping people at home with children instead of out looking for jobs. Well, there's a lot of big headlines tonight, including news that could dramatically expand where Pfizer's COVID vaccine will be available. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, CBS's Weijia Jiang is going to lead off our coverage from the White House. Good evening, Weijia.
Good evening, Nora. President Biden quickly dismissed those claims that Americans don't want to work as, quote, loose talk. He said he is dealing with a once-in-a-generation economic crisis that will take time to repair. President Biden tried to frame the disappointing jobs report as just another step towards economic recovery, but he acknowledged the difficult task ahead.
And we knew this wouldn't be a sprint, it'd be a marathon. Our efforts are starting to work, but the climb is steep, and we still have a long way to go.
Employers added just 266,000 jobs in April, sharply lower than the 1 million that many economists had predicted, and the lowest monthly figure since the president took office. Mr. Biden argued that money from the COVID relief package passed in March will help once it works its way through the economy. But he admitted that doesn't help people who are hurting right now.
While jobs are coming back, there's still millions of people out there looking for work.
But some employers, like at this Boston area pizza shop, are struggling to find those people.
I never thought we'd be as short-handed as we are right now.
Manufacturing and construction companies, along with businesses in the service industry, say they are dealing with a labor shortage.
We definitely have the clientele. We definitely have the business. Now it's just the part like trying to get people to come in to work.
Republicans claim that additional unemployment benefits are to blame. $300 a week in federal aid on top of state payments that average $320 a week.
They're better off financially to stay home rather than go back to work.
The Chamber of Commerce today called for an end to those benefits, and the GOP governors of South Carolina and Montana have announced its residents would be cut off from those funds next month, arguing they're harming the economy. The president was asked if the benefits were discouraging people from looking for work.
No, nothing measurable.
So on that point, Weijia joins us now. What does the Biden administration attribute these disappointing job numbers to?
Well, the White House is echoing the economists that we're hearing from, who point to several reasons, like the COVID fear factor, saying some people are still nervous about going into a workspace, especially if it's a crowded bar or a restaurant. They also say parents are struggling to find childcare and that some businesses are opening much faster than schools. Nora?
All right, Weijia Jiang, thank you.